The Melbourne International Comedy Festival is one of the big 3 comedy festivals in the world.
This is me getting my shirt off.
This year I think we've got 478 events.
I might roll my sleeves up for this shit. I get serious.
Which makes it massive.
Yes. Are you getting this? Are you getting this?
My name is Gideon James and I'm an Associate Director of the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and one of the projects I work on is the Comedy Zone, which I produce. Yeah. It goes for 4 weeks, which can feel like a long time, but it actually goes really fast. Full of laughs. People have a lot of fun going back year after year and seeing comedians that they like and that maybe they've followed since they had started out in something like the Comedy Zone, and maybe next year they see them in their first hour. Yeah, it's a very alive and fun festival, and I think there's something for everyone in the festival from Melbourne. For the local comedians in Melbourne, it can mean a whole lot of things. It can open up an audience, it could be a show that gets them an agent or gets them a gig touring, or there's lots of opportunities out there.
Comedy Zone is basically like a showcase of newcomers that the Comedy Festival handpick from all around Australia, often through the Raw comedy competition.
The Comedy Zone is our key development program.
They will pick people who are fresh to the scene and put them together in one show.
Where we select the 5 best emerging comedians that we think are out there in Australia at the moment.
And then they do the show for the entire festival.
This is the sort of next level up.
And people come along, get to see what Australian comedy has to offer in the way of newcomers. Okay, my name's Heath McIver and I am directing / mentoring the Comedy Zone folk in the loosest terms possible. I am a puppeteer. I have nothing to do with comedy. I don't normally do comedy. I've just done a lot of theatre, and I know some of the people at the Comedy Festival from doing theatre, and they said, Heath, do you want to do some directing? As far as the process goes, directing a show like this involves getting all of the comedy zoners, we're calling them the zoners. It sounds like they're a breath mint, but they seem to be okay with it, into a room and getting them to do their material, just cold to each other. And then what we all do is we heckle and we sort of throw things and we take everyone apart psychologically, break everyone down, and then build them back up again slowly over a process of about 4 or 5 months. And then at the end of that, hopefully they've got 10 minutes of comedy, which they can do without bursting into tears. And it's working. I mean, because everybody comes in with their own material, everybody's got their 10 minutes, and I just have to put them in the right order and maybe get them to switch a few jokes around to make it work with the whole show. But it's about, it's more about just them having someone to come to and have a bit of a, I'm a conduit. I'm a comedy conduit in this context. But it's all pretty straightforward. They're all really talented, and it's not difficult to direct them, to be honest. They don't take direction particularly well. I don't think they like me, but it's not my job to be liked. I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to do a job, you know? And if that involves making a few enemies and pissing off a few of the talent, let's call them talent, I'm okay with that. It's just par for the course.
Welcome to the 2014 Comedy Zone. Put your hands together and welcome your MC all the way from Queensland, Jeff Windle.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Comedy Zone 2014. It's wonderful to have you all here. In case you don't know what this is, it's basically a showcase run by the festival. They go around, they find all the up-and-comers from about, or 5 of them from about the country. I'm included in that, so you have 4 other wonderful acts tonight.
As an MC, Jeffrey really ties the show together. He's got really sharp material. It's really smart and it's really well written, but it's also, it's got a few twists. So he's got a few cheeky tags that you don't see coming. And he's really charismatic on stage. He's a really nice guy. He's just watchable, and yeah, I like him. He's a good egg. He's a good egg.
My name's Jeffrey Windle. I come from Brisbane in Queensland. I remember watching the comedy gala on TV when I was fairly young, and I was always into jokes and stuff, joke books. But I watched the gala and I was amazed how funny everybody was. And then I remember watching it every year and taping it on VHS and replaying that over and over again. And so I think from that point it was something I always wanted to do. Yeah, but actually considering doing it, I didn't know how people would do it. I didn't know there were open mics. I thought it was something you studied at uni or something like that. Literally, I thought that. But then I found out you could do open mics and stuff. And after a few years of seeing the banners around, I decided to finally get up when I was 20, I think.
Sandeep. Okay, cool. Sandeep, is it a date? No. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. That's difficult crowd work. Difficult crowd work, Sandeep. No, look, it's unfair because if you think about it, if a guy likes a girl and she likes him back, that's great, isn't it? That's wonderful. But if a guy likes a girl and she doesn't like him back, then that guy, you, Sandeep, that guy is instantly a creep. Okay, there's no middle ground there. Doesn't even make sense. She'll be at a party a week later like, oh my God, you didn't invite Sandeep, did you? That guy's creepy. He finds me interesting and physically attractive. What a fucked up weirdo. Jason, on the other hand, the star soccer player, well, he crept over to my house the other night and drew a love heart on my window in his own semen. What a sweetheart, oh my God. That's so sweet. I can't believe you do that.
Jeffrey, good name too, Jeffrey. He looks funny. He's got a bit of beard and a bit of a hair, bit of a head. He's got a bit of a head and a bit of a shoulder, which helps, sort of all comes together in a kind of human form. He's doing all right, Jeffrey.